Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be doing a Bengals news roundup. I'm just going to be talking about some of the new interviews that the Bengals have posted and the really big act of kindness that they have done. And yeah, we're just going to do an overview of the overview of the Bengals' latest news. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, first up, we have the interview with DJ Turner. He took a trip to India, and he said he went to many different cities, and he spent a lot of time meditating and relaxing. And he also said that he's deleted Instagram, and he doesn't like to go on social media a lot, which I think it's just great for DJ Turner. I think he said that he's in a really good mental state right now, similarly to Shamir Stewart. So, really good for DJ Turner. He's feeling really good. He's been showing up to all of the OTAs and practices, and I just think he is in a really good state right now. He's been putting in the work, and I'm excited to see what he can do next season. And he is officially wearing number 0. His previous jersey number was 20, and Bengals rookie cornerback Takario Davis will be wearing number 20 now. So DJ Turner is taking on number 0, which I think it's a very clean number. I really like the number 0. I think it has a lot of aura to it, and I think it looks especially good on DJ Turner. I really like the number 0 on him. But yeah, he's been showing up to all the practices, took a trip to be in a better mental state, and yeah, I think he's doing really good. So, moving on to our next interview, not Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. I think T. Higgins talked about how happy he was about the Bengals defensive trades and signings they've been doing this offseason, like Dexter Lawrence, Boye Mafe, Brian Cook, Jonathan Allen, and drafting defensive players like Takario Davis and Cassius Howell. T. Higgins showed his happiness for what the Bengals have done this offseason, and I can definitely tell with what he's saying. I think he's probably disappointed with how the Bengals defense did last season, and I think he has really high hopes and is just super happy for what the Bengals has done this offseason. And he also stated how his goal is just to win championships. He wants to win the AFC Championship. He wants to go to the Super Bowl again. He wants to win that Super Bowl, and I think he's really ambitious and really wanting to go to the Super Bowl again. And yeah, I think he's definitely putting in the work. We've seen videos of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins doing footwork drills and route running and being thrown to by Joe Burrow, Josh Johnson, Joe Flacco. We've seen them at OTAs. They've been putting in the work, and yeah, I think overall the Bengals have been doing a really good job showing up to OTAs, and I really love the work they're putting in. I think this has been a very successful offseason so far. And I do apologize if I'm pausing for a few seconds every now and then, because I'm just making sure my mic isn't muted, because before this episode I spent 17 minutes recording my video just to realize my mic was muted the whole time. So the last thing I want to do is have my mic muted all over again, just to make a third video. But yeah, so yeah, if I'm pausing every now and then, I'm just making sure my mic is not muted. But yeah, I think T. Higgins really excited for next season, really happy with what we've been doing this off season, and really wants to go out there and win the Super Bowl. Next up, we have the Jamar Chase interview, and by the way, all of these interviews were posted on June 2nd, and it is currently June 5th. So these were posted 3 days ago, and I am now talking about them. So Jamar Chase had the longest interview of these players. It was about 8 minutes. Not super long, but not super short. I mean, he was in the locker room. He's probably tired, so it wasn't like a super long interview. But I think he's really excited to play in Spain. He thinks it's a great opportunity for the Bengals and for their publicity, and to just go out there and play in a whole different country. I think it's going to be really exciting. And I believe the last time they played in a different country was in 2019 against the Rams in London, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the last time they've played in a different country. So 7 years ago. So it's been a while. So most of these guys, if not, yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys, honestly, I don't know if any of them were in that game. So I think this is, a lot of, if not everyone's first time playing in a, playing in a different country, which I think is very exciting. And great to spread the Bengals to different countries. I think it's a great opportunity for them. And he's been, like I said, same with him and T. Higgins. They've been showing up to OTAs. They've been practicing. They've been putting in the work. Jamar Chase is happy to be with his players, his teammates, being a leader, being a role model. And he's expressed how vocal Joe Burrow has been this offseason. Talking with him a lot. And yeah, she's stated that Joe Burrow has been very vocal this offseason, which is great. And yeah, and I think Jamar Chase had a very good and very what's the word? Like a very I wouldn't say cocky. I definitely don't think he was trying to be cocky, but he had a very upfront response. When one of the reporters, one of them asked him, what are your goals this offseason? Or, sorry, not offseason. What are your goals for the next season? And he simply stated, or they said, is it to get 1,000 yards? Is it this? Is that? And he simply stated, I don't care if I get 1,000 yards or not. I don't care about how many yards I receive. I want to go out there and win a Super Bowl. And I think that was a very powerful message by Jamar Chase, and I really love that response because he's obviously showing how badly he wants the Super Bowl, Not in a desperate way, not in a desperate way at all, but, in a very, I want to go out there, I want to win a Super Bowl. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to show how dominant I am. He really wants this. I think the whole Bengals want this. It's been a disappointing few years. Haven't made it to the playoffs since and they haven't made it into the playoffs in 3 years, and they really want this a lot. Everyone wants this. In a short Bengals video, Orlando Brown Jr. was going around asking players what their goal was for the next season, and all of them simply stated to win the Super Bowl. And I think this is a very common and not surprising response, but at the same time, you would expect some players to say, oh, I want to get 1,000 yards. I want to get this many interceptions or sacks or tackles. But all of them said, win the Super Bowl, win the championship. And you can tell they really want this. And I'm excited for what they can do this season. And Jamar Chase is... And Jamar Chase is really excited to play in Madrid, Spain as well. He thinks it's a great opportunity for the Bengals, and he's really excited to play in Madrid. So yeah, moving on to the Zach Taylor interview. It was 14 minutes long, and he had a very similar discussion with what the player said. He's very happy with what the Bengals have been doing this offseason. He's stated that, everyone's been showing up, everyone's been putting in the work, everyone's doing an excellent job, and he's really happy with them, happy about the trades they've made, he's very happy with what we've done this offseason. I think this is probably one of the most successful off seasons we've had in a while. And, you know, I think, Zach Taylor also talked about how it's a really great opportunity to play in Spain against the Falcons. He's really excited to play there, and yeah, I think one other thing, I think playing in Spain is going to be really fun and a really great opportunity for the Bengals, but it's going to be really tough because they're going to spend at least 2 of those days just traveling on a plane there and back. Like one day there, one day back. And it's just going to be really tough for the Bengals because when they should be recovering and practicing and training for the next week, they're just going to be sitting on a plane. And that's going to be really tough on their bodies. And it's going to bring them out of their groove. And it's going to be really tough on their schedule. So that is going to be a really big factor for the Bengals this season, but I do think they have the capabilities to deal with it and persevere and not let it affect them too much, or not at all even. And yeah, so I think that'll be a big factor for this season, but I do think they are definitely going to manage it well. I have a lot of faith in Zach Taylor. A lot of people were mad at him because we haven't made it to the playoffs in 3 years, but you gotta think for a second. And Zach Taylor's done a lot for the Bengals. He's brought us to back-to-back AFC championships. He brought us to the Super Bowl in 2021, which is the first time we made the Super Bowl since 1988. He also helped us get our first playoff win since 1990, and not making it to the playoffs 3 consecutive years after having so much playoff success in 2 years. Definitely was like, oh no, this coach is not good anymore. But it's tough. It's tough being a head coach, and I think having a playoff drought like this isn't super. Isn't I don't think it's that abnormal, and I think Zach Taylor really wants to be successful, just like every other Bengals player. So I think he's putting in the work. He has a lot of faith in the Bengals. He's doing everything he can, and I think we're gonna have a great comeback season in the 2026 season. And yeah, and last thing I want to talk about in this episode was that the Bengals teamed up with an organization to help construct a new playground for an elementary school in Cincinnati, which I just think is an amazing act of kindness. I had to add it in this video because the fact that the Bengals, I'm not kidding when I say this, a lot of the Bengals players and Zach Taylor, they showed up and they literally helped construct the playground. There's if you want to learn more about this, there's an article on Bengals.com that goes more in depth in it. But there's pictures of the Bengals players, shoveling like wood chips and mulch for the ground and constructing parts, and it's an amazing thing for this organization to do. They're going out of their way. They're going out of practice, going out of training to spend a day and help their home city and, help the kids, help the teachers, help the school. And it's just an amazing act of kindness that the Bengals do. And I think, I just think, in general, in this world, we just need to spread more kindness and positivity and just be there for others and do acts of kindness like this. I think it's just a great thing for the Bengals to do. A very role model type thing, and it's a really, really nice and outstanding thing for the Bengals to do, and I think it's just a great thing. And yeah, so that will conclude our video for today. I really enjoy these types of videos, just updating you guys with the latest Bengals news, kind of a chill video, just giving you guys the news, giving you guys the deets. And I hope to continue these videos, and I will try my best to upload daily, but it definitely hasn't been the easiest because on top of doing this podcast, which takes a little bit of time, I also have a big project I'm working on right now, and it's just pretty hard to, fit in both times. both things at once when I'm trying to focus really hard on my project. So yeah, I really do love this podcast. I think, you know, I believe this is the 9th episode. I've really enjoyed my time with this podcast. I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm done. Like, I'm obviously gonna keep posting, but I may not be able to post daily. It might be more of a weekly thing, or maybe like a once every few days. But I do hope to keep this a daily thing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a great Friday afternoon. Um, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this news roundup. I would love to do more of these videos in the future. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hoo day.